Hello, friends. Now, I was making some videos. Maybe you watched some other videos this week. I took a little break, and do you see what's behind me? A Christmas tree. Should I plug it in? I will. Do you have a Christmas tree at your house? I wonder if you have yours already up. I have one at my house that's big, and then I have one at my house that's little. This one is kind of little. Ooh, I think I have to get up to get the cord. Excuse me for a minute. And I'll plug in the Christmas tree. It's nice to have a little tree at school and little trees at home so we can always remember Christmas. So this tree, it doesn't have the ornaments yet. It has a few. It has a rainbow, it has some paddles, and it has a star at the top. But the other thing that's going to go on this Christmas tree are animals. So I make this tree a Noah's Ark tree. And on Noah's Ark, that's a story from the Bible. Noah brought 2 of every animal. So when the animals start to go on the tree, 2 of each. Maybe the next time I make a video, it will be full. I'll let you see it, okay? Let's start with our hello song, and then I have another gingerbread story today. Hello, everybody. How do you do? How do you do? How do you do? Hello, everybody. How do you do? God loves you today. So this time I brought a story about a gingerbread girl. So we read a story about a gingerbread boy, and I've read stories about gingerbread bears, gingerbread babies, but today the story is about a gingerbread girl. Ooh, look at all the candy she has on her. That looks delicious, doesn't it? I think in the book it tells us that she has licorice hair. Ooh, so she definitely looks different than a gingerbread boy with all that hair. The person who wrote the story is Lisa Ernst, and she also made the pictures. Oh, inside she made a heart with licorice. Pretty cute. A full year had passed since the lonely old woman and the lonely old man had lost their gingerbread to a fox. They were even lonelier than before. Let's bake again, said the man one morning. But what if the same thing happens, said the woman, and our gingerbread runs away? I couldn't bear the loss. Well, let's make a girl this time, and we could decorate her with candies. I think a sweet little girl wouldn't run away. So they mixed up the dough, they rolled it, they cut it out. They dressed it with as many candies as they could fit, completing the cookie with an amazing hairdo made of licorice. She is so sweet, said the woman as she slid her onto a cookie sheet and into the oven. Ooh, here's the gingerbread girl in the oven. Do you see how dark the page is? It's really dark. While the lonely old woman and the lonely old man stood watched by the oven, they talked. They remembered everything about their gingerbread boy's short life. I wish he had never run away. He should never have trusted that fox. As the new cookie baked, her mind woke up and she heard everything. Sweet or not, she thought, things will be different this time. When it was time for the cookie to be done, the old woman carefully, ever so carefully, cracked open the oven door to take a peek. And bam! Out jumped the gingerbread cookie running towards the door. The little old woman screamed, "Stop!" And the little old man came running, but the cookie was already out the door and going down the same path that the gingerbread boy had followed. Here we go, said the gingerbread girl. The man and the woman chased after her, but she said, I'll run with a leap and a twirl. You can't catch me, I'm the gingerbread girl. Uh-oh. As the gingerbread girl dashed along the path, she came to a group of farmers working in the fields. They smelled that fresh gingerbread. Wait! The hungry farmers shouted and began to run after the gingerbread girl. She laughed and called, Hey, farmers, don't bother. Like my brother, I'm fast. Run all you want, but I've learned from his past. I'll run and I'll run with a leap and a twirl. You can't catch me, I'm the gingerbread girl. Farther down the road, a pig came into view. As the gingerbread girl grew closer, her candy sparkled in the sunlight. The pig squealed with joy and tried to take a bite. But the gingerbread girl was too fast. She leapt over him, singing, I can leap past Piggy like all of the others. The story will not end like that of my brothers. I'll run and I'll run with a leap and a twirl. You can't catch me, I'm the gingerbread girl. Oh, she's teasing a lot. On down the path she came to an artist. Oh, a masterpiece good enough to eat, the artist said, and he reached out to scoop up the gingerbread girl. With some fancy footwork, the gingerbread girl zipped past, laughing. I can outrun this artist like I outran the pig. I am one smart cookie, despite this wild wig. I'll run and I'll run with a leap and a twirl. You can't catch me, I'm the gingerbread girl. Farther along, the gingerbread girl passed a cow with her calf, who mooed happily, Mama, I want a cookie to go with my milk. But when the cow tried to catch the gingerbread girl, she soon found herself running behind, listening to the gingerbread girl's call. Chase if you want, I'm faster than you, although you have 4 feet and I've only 2. I'll run and I'll run with a leap and a twirl. You can't catch me, I'm the gingerbread girl. Oh boy. Up ahead, a dog walker was crossing the path with 3 dogs. The dogs were barking, seeing a tasty treat headed their way. But as the gingerbread girl sped past, the group was soon in line with the others, hearing, You're joining the chase, the more the merrier. No one can stop me, not hound nor terrier. I'll run and I'll run with a leap and a twirl. You can't catch me, I'm the gingerbread girl. Now the path ran right past a school. The children were out for recess and they were feeling quite hungry. Shouts of cookie were heard across the playground. The gingerbread girl waved to all of them as they joined the chase with their teachers, and she sang, I know that it's snack time and you'll want a sweet. Come follow along and you'll soon have a treat. I'll run and I'll run with a leap and a twirl. You can't catch me, I'm the gingerbread girl. The other story did not have a whole school in it. I like that one. Finally, the gingerbread girl came to the same river that her brother tried to cross. Who should be waiting for her but the same fox that ate her brother? Hello, my pretty, said the fox. I was a friend of your brother's. It looks like trouble runs in the family. Do let me help you cross the river. Just jump onto my tail. And the gingerbread girl shivered, then sang in a whisper, Do I have your promise for a safe ride to shore? You won't drop or eat me? That's all I implore. Oh, the fox chuckled. I promise, my sweet little tidbit. And the gingerbread girl gingerly climbed on the fox's tail. Is that a good idea? Uh-oh. The instant the gingerbread girl climbed on, the fox dove in the water ready for his fabulous feast. Ooh, the water is so deep, move on to my back, he said, thinking that this cute cookie wasn't as smart as her brother. Anyone could tell by looking at her that she would be eaten. The gingerbread girl did what she was told. That's a good little girl, the fox said with a snicker. Oh, the water is deeper. Move to my head. No sooner had he spoken those words than the gingerbread girl jumped on his head. She pulled out a piece of her licorice hair and she triple looped it around the fox's snout and she tied it. You're right, she whispered in the fox's ear. I am good. The fox snarled and struggled and strained, thrashing about. But the gingerbread girl hung on, and she turned him back towards the crowd. She was riding the fox like a bucking bronco, the gingerbread girl whizzed past, singing, he'll run with a leap and a twirl. Come follow me, I'm the gingerbread girl. The awestruck crowd followed all the way back to the lonely old woman in the lonely old man's house. The gingerbread girl rode into the kitchen, secured the fox, jumped onto the table, and she measured and mixed with a leap and a twirl, singing, I'll bake you some more. I'm the gingerbread girl. The old man and the old woman quickly joined in to help, having a hungry, happy houseful to feed. From that moment on, of course, they were never lonely again. She didn't get eaten. And what about the fox? The gingerbread girl was eventually able to teach him some manners. She used gingerbread crumbs for treats. Most days, you could see her riding across the countryside, and you could hear her voice in the breeze. We'll run with a leap and a twirl. I outfoxed the fox. I'm the gingerbread girl. Okay, now if we make our chart today of all the characters, this book had a lot. Okay, so here's our chart. We've got the gingerbread girl on there. And at first, we know she was made by the old woman and the old man. Okay, here they are. The old man and the old woman. Now, they made this gingerbread girl. And of course, she jumped right out of the oven. And she ran past a group of farmers. All right, so here's a farmer. And we know that she ran past that cow and the calf. Remember, the calf wanted some cookies with the calf's milk. She ran past a pig. Now, do you remember she ran past someone who was using a paintbrush and wearing a beret hat? An artist. She ran past an artist. She ran past a dog walker. Now, there was one more thing or group that she ran past. I'm sitting in this place right now. Do you remember where I am today? At school. Do you remember how she ran past the playground? Here's some kids on a swing set. And finally, when she got to the river, who was there? The fox. Ooh. So this chart looks a lot different than the one for the gingerbread man. This has a lot of characters and a lot of people, doesn't it? I like that one. But that's a lot to remember, that story. Well, I was thinking about animals because of my tree and because of the story of the gingerbread man. And I thought we could play an animal game. Now, I've made a video of this before, and it's called Listening Lotto, Sounds on the Farm. And I like this one because you can listen to these animals. And even if you're in your house, I wonder if you can guess what animals are making the sound. And I'm going to work on this card. So I wonder if we're going to hear a rooster, a dog, a horse, some ducks, a sheep, a goose, a tractor, and bumblebees. So when I hear one of the sounds, then I'm going to cover it up. And I want you to listen too, and I'll see if we can cover up every single one of those animals. Okay, I'm going to start my CD, but then I have to move my camera a little bit on my computer so you can see my card. Oops, let me do it this way. All right, so there's my game card, and I'm going to play the music, and we'll see if we can get all of those squares covered, all of those animals.
Welcome to Listening Lotto, Sounds on the Farm. If you're ready to play, you should have a game board in front of you, 8 game markers, and you should be ready to listen very carefully. Pretend that you are visiting a farm. You will hear many different farm sounds. When you hear a sound that matches one of the pictures on your game board, place a game marker on that picture. When you hear this sound, get ready to listen again. I wonder who will be the first person to have placed a marker on all 8 of their game board pictures. Are you ready? Let's listen and play. Sounds on the Farm.
Ooh, I think that one is a chicken. I have a rooster, but not a chicken. Oh boy. Do you think it's a dog? I do too. Which one is that? It's the horse. Ooh, we got 2 in a row. Oh boy, bumblebees. Oh, those are ducks. We have the ducks. Oh, we don't have a cat. That's a cat sound. Ooh, the rooster. Oh, I bet you know that's a cow. We don't have a cow on our card. Ooh, I think that must be the tractor. Sounds like a vehicle. Oh, that is a donkey. Ooh, that's the goose. We have 1 left. A sheep. Oh boy. That's a pig. Oh, finally. We got it. You know what? As I listen to that, it makes me think of that gingerbread boy or gingerbread girl running past all of those animals, making all of that noise. Boy, if this was a real story, it would be a noisy one with that gingerbread who keeps talking and all of those animal noises and the people yelling, stop. Whew, a really noisy story for sure. Let's sing our goodbye song together. Goodbye, 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 my friends, to you. God bless you everywhere you go, in all you say and do. Goodbye, 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 my friends, to you. God bless you everywhere you go, in all you say and do. Goodbye, everybody. I'll see you another time.